Flat feet, fat feet, sore feet, aching feet. So many feet problems during pregnancy. Watch more to find out why. Hi, I'm Vicky from Oh My Mama Body, a website where I talk about pregnancy and postpartum symptoms. Now, I talk about symptoms based on my own experiences. I'm a mother of 2 lovely boys, and I also experienced 5 miscarriages, which is what made me realise so much during my pregnancies about all the different symptoms that were going on in my body, and what spurred me on to create this channel, create my website and talk about these symptoms so I can help you to understand your symptoms as well. So please remember that I am not a medical professional. I'm only talking from my own point of view and my own experiences. In this video, I'm talking about feet problems during pregnancy. Now, a lot of women have fat feet during pregnancy when your feet are swollen and swelling up. And also we experience foot pain, so underneath the foot, on the arch of the foot. So I'm here to explain why it happens, what are the symptoms associated with it, and also what we can do to relieve these symptoms. Let's start with fat feet. Now, a lot of women end up with ankles that grow and grow and grow, and then the feet expand, and it can get really sore and also quite tiring. It can feel like you've got really heavy legs, and also in your feet it feels quite tight, especially then by the end of the day, because your feet tend to swell up more during the day, and then your shoes get tighter and tighter, and then you can't wait to take your shoes off at the end of the day and just put your feet up. And it can also feel a lot worse when the weather is warmer. This swelling of the feet during pregnancy is called edema. Let me explain to you what edema is and why it happens. Well, I've already talked about the symptoms, what happens in our feet, that they get swollen and sore. But why does it build up so much, especially in our feet and around our ankles? Well, one of the reasons is that when we are pregnant, our blood volume increases by 50%. That's 50%, half more, of blood circulating through our bodies. And can you imagine, as your stomach is growing and growing and you're getting heavier and heavier, it's putting more pressure and more weight onto your pelvic area around the top of your legs. Now, this area is also crucial for pumping the blood around from your upper body down into your legs and into your lower legs. So as our blood volume increases and our weight increases, getting that blood circulated right down to the bottom of our feet is really actually quite hard for our bodies, which ends up with blood starting to pool up around those areas. And what's more, down in our feet, the blood vessels are really, really tiny. So maybe the blood vessels aren't going to hold the kind of fluids that they're used to holding, and they can start seeping out, which also leads to, a thickening up of the area as the liquids pour out slowly or seep out slowly into the surrounding area, the surrounding tissues, which we also know as water retention. Talk to any woman about water retention, especially during pregnancy, and they'll be able to tell you about their fat ankles, especially on a hot day. So on a hot day, for some reason it gets worse on our lower extremities, and our blood finds it even more harder to circulate and pump around our body. Now, there's loads of tips and tricks and remedies that I've got for you, so hang on in whilst I talk about flat feet, and we'll go into what you can do to help relieve your symptoms. Have you heard about flat feet during pregnancy? Well, yeah, the size of our feet could actually change whilst we were pregnant. Now, why is that? Well, underneath the arch of our foot, now here there are ligaments that hold the front of the foot to the back of the foot. And these ligaments could get inflamed. There's a lot of pressure on these ligaments during pregnancy, especially as we're gaining weight, and perhaps the position of our posture is changing as we lean more and more forward, and our foot and the foot arch has to adjust. Now if this ligament underneath the foot arch gets too inflamed and too sore, the foot arch, it gets less and less supported. And as you can see, it gets a bit more straightened out than usual. So what happens then? Your foot starts to grow. So you might notice that your toes are at the end of your shoes where they weren't before. Or perhaps it's even more comfortable in the summertime to wear open-toed shoes because of this reason. Now this feeling could really be quite a painful feeling which runs from the ball of your foot all the way down to the heel of your foot. You might actually feel the pain growing up through the calves and into the top of your legs and maybe even in your lower back. So if you are getting those kind of pains, really do make sure you go and consult a doctor or perhaps even a chiropractor, that you can get the right supports for your feet early on in pregnancy. So now you know a bit about flat feet, fat feet, painful feet, achy feet, all those lovely feet problems during pregnancy, which end up with us feeling very, very tired on our feet very, very quickly. So what can we do about it? What can we do to make it feel better? Now I know a lot of women don't have the chance to put their feet up during the day. If they're at work, if they've already got other children running around, then it is quite hard to say, hey, 5 minutes, let me sit down and put my feet up. But this is really the top recommendation, is to sit down and elevate your feet, because then your blood circulation doesn't have to work quite as hard and it can get down to those lower extremities easier and help pump the blood around. Now if you do have less time for that, then think about doing some exercises like going up on your feet and back down again. You can even do it when you're sitting down. You're helping your body pump it around, pump the blood around. And if you are sitting down, perhaps get a stool, or I don't know, even in the office you could get a few piles of paper, go and take some from the printer, put them underneath your desk, and then you're putting your feet up. Maybe just this much is what you need, but they're slightly elevated, and it really does make a difference to relieve that feeling of tightness and puffiness down around your ankles. Very important as well during pregnancy is to wear sturdy shoes, some good trainers perhaps, and really try to avoid high heels or anything with points at the end. Make sure there's enough room for your feet, that they are feeling really supported. Experts really recommend not to go bare feet, because bare feet again is gonna have problems around this arch area that I talked about before, which is gonna lead more to this flattening and straightening out. So it really is good to get that proper support around your foot to also support your heel arch. If you are sitting a lot during the day, then check your posture, sit up straight. Don't cross your legs. Crossing your legs is probably one of the worst things you can do, because you're actually trapping the blood circulation, which is even worse for the bottom of your legs. I know it's comfortable, but please try to remember, maybe put a note around your desk, say, don't cross legs, and then you'll think about it more and be more aware of it. If you are experiencing big problems and it is quite painful for you or just tiring, then you can get pregnancy compression socks or compression stockings, tights. They're all different sizes. You've got knee-high ones and you've got thigh-high ones. You've even got full-body ones that go over your bump as well. Whatever is more comfortable for you, because that's like airplane socks as well. It helps the blood circulation. Now, I wore my airplane socks when I was pregnant. I love to wear them during the night to help with leg cramps, and then during the day in the office, because I did have to sit for longer periods of time, and I just felt that they gave that extra support to get the blood circulated back up my legs. Again, it's a very good idea to ask your doctor just to make sure before you do get some compression tights or stockings. Really make sure that it's going to be okay for you and a fit for your body. Make sure you stay really well hydrated. Drink lots of water, definitely. Now, I know you'll be popping to the toilet more than usual, but drinking water and staying really well hydrated also helps with water retention and with the circulation of your blood. Another good thing you can do is eat iron-rich foods or take drink supplements which have lots of good iron in it, because iron helps the oxygen in your blood travel around your body, and when you're getting all that blood travelling around your body better and easier, It will not only help with water retention and fat feet, it will also help with feelings of tiredness and leg cramps later. So keep the iron high. And watch out how much salt you're eating. Salt can dehydrate. Not only can salt dehydrate, so can caffeine. Now, you're not supposed to drink too much caffeine during pregnancy anyway, so do keep an eye on it. If you do have a cup of coffee, then make sure you follow up with a decent amount of water afterwards, because dehydration is even worse for creating a build-up of fluids around your extremities. At night time, or whenever you're sleeping, it's really good to make sure that you're aware that you're sleeping on your left-hand side. Now, your left-hand side, it reduces the pressure on the heart valves and the main vein that runs down from your heart. So it reduces the pressure on your blood circulation. I know it's probably one of the comfiest positions anyway. I mean, after a certain point, you can't lie on your back at night during pregnancy anyway. But it's good to make sure you've got a good pregnancy pillow, or whatever pillows you're using. Make sure you're nicely propped up and supported to really help ease your body and help support the flow of blood that is going around your body. I often found that when I woke up in the morning that my ankles were back to normal, but then by the end of the day, I mean, I had a summer baby with my first baby. He came in September and we went through a very hot summer. So by the end of the day, my ankles were swelling up and I couldn't wait to get to the swimming pool and feel weightless in the water, float around, and then use the little pumps on the side to gently massage around my ankles. Now, talking about massage, be really careful with foot massages and ankle massages. Now, any massage therapist will tell you this anyway, but there are certain pressure points around the ankle bone which are supposed to be triggers for contractions. So just be careful around that. Now, if I was going for my Thai massage, which I absolutely loved going for when I was pregnant, she would stay well back from that area around my ankles because she didn't want to press anything that was going to cause contractions. So really do check about that. I mean, of course, you can massage the area gently around the top of your ankles, around the bottom of your feet. But if you are going in for a professional massage, then please make sure you are going to say something. Obviously, in the later stage of pregnancy, it will be noticeable that you're pregnant, but earlier on as well, please make sure you say something. So that's a lot of tips that you can use to help make the fat feeling, the sore feeling better around your feet during pregnancy. Go and visit my website, ohmymamabody.com, for more tips and more information about all the different pregnancy symptoms that I experienced and what you can do about them. I also have a newsletter which you can sign up to, where I provide you with a monthly summary of great information and advice, and also some product offers and tips. Now, I created Oh My Mama Body website and my YouTube channel only starting last November. Now, I was quite nervous about creating it at the beginning and I didn't know where to start. How would I start making something online? So I joined an educational platform to help me learn the steps, and I learned the skills to work online and build up my website. If this is something that sounds interesting for you, that you'd like to find out more, then let me know. I've entered another email address under called mentoring@ohmymamabody. Follow that link and send me your name and email address, and I will provide you with more information about how you can learn to set up your own online business and learn the skills to work online. Thanks so much for listening to my video today. Please make sure you sign up. There's a link here or in the corner somewhere here, to find out more about pregnancy symptoms. I post a video every week to help you on your pregnancy and postpartum journeys. Bye for now.